Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Purplatypus is the name, and we're talking Octopath Traveler 2 today. And we are talking about Osvald in an alternate reality where he discovered that the one true magic is his body. The master of all, the jacked of all trades, Osvald, the strength build. That's what we're talking about today. So the basic idea for this is Osvald as a arms master. The case for it, why I think it's good, why it's powerful, and why you should try it out. So when Osvald goes arms master, or to an extent warrior, his coverage is basically limitless, right? He's got every weapon type, obviously, due to arms master, but then he also covers 3 different elements just in his scholar stuff in general. So his scholar skills, I gotta stop saying stuff. So between having things like one true magic that can always break shields and having lightning bolt, ice, fireball, ice, lightning bolt, this is all very powerful stuff. So he basically he becomes a wonderful damage dealer that you don't need anyone else to deal damage. He can do everything. All the physical, all of the elemental, he is here for you. Now, he's not quite as good as if you go pure elemental, like all in. He doesn't do quite as much magic damage if you're doing that, and he doesn't do as much physical damage as if you were doing Hikari going full physical, but he does do it all and then some. And now you can have Osvald being like an arms master, and then you can have a Hikari. Hikari doesn't need to be an arms master. Limb from limb is probably the most powerful ability, so you can have Hikari as the cat girl if you want, or you can have Hikari as the arcanist, as there's some powerful arcanist build with Hikari, with like being able to make everyone invincible. So you can have, like, realistically, you could have Osvald an arms master, and Hikari wouldn't be missing out too much because there's a lot of classes that he's good with as well. So what do you do here? First, we're going to learn the skills, get all your scholar stuff. Why does this work? Basically, all right, let's just talk about why it works, okay? It's going to be a short video, but we're going to talk about why it works. Support skills here. Of equal might. This is what makes it all come together, right? Equalizes the physical and elemental attack of the equipping character to whichever value is higher. If we remove this, our physical goes down to 359. However, if we have this, it brings it all the way up to 681. Now, I like having also price of power. It just basically makes you use more SP, but you deal more damage. Deal more damage as you need this. And step ahead because you need this. These two are almost non-negotiable, right? You need to be able to deal more damage, and you need a step ahead. So these are the ones which are actually both the Arcanist, which is interesting, but I mean, you could probably get rid of price of power for something else that might be more powerful, but I like it. And of equal might, I think, is pretty much essential. So you really only have one support skill open in this build. But once you have that, you could take a look here. 681 physical attack, 710 elemental attack. But Osvald actually gets the 999 physical attack with the battle-tested blade here. And also, he's hitting 999 elemental attack with 2 of his different weapons, so it doesn't matter, but with the staff as well. So he's actually hitting damage cap, or stat cap for both of those elements here. And you could probably do, like, I have some extra elemental attack here. You could probably get rid of some of it and still make it last. But beyond that, I'm also using Stone of Truth to get permanent intensity. That way you always have double spells. You don't need to spend a turn doing it. And Champion's Belt basically to just make sure he's hitting that. You could probably do something else here. And you would lose 100, but you'd still be pretty high. But I just like having the damage cap, especially for the sake of the video. I think it's really good for a thumbnail to have 999 elemental attack, 999 physical attack. I wonder if there's a weapon that gives you both. Probably not, huh? Man, that'd be so fucking badass. Ah, look how close that gets. I wonder if I have any physical. I wonder if I could do something like this that gives me, like, you know what? Sorry, this isn't even important. This is just for, like, the YouTube. Let's see really quick if I have any berries. Thank you again for someone lending me this save. Evasion, HP, critical. No, all right. But so this is the physical Osvald. Now, why would you do this again? Basically, because it just means he could do everything. You never enter a situation where you're not able to exploit weaknesses with your damage dealer. He is the jacked of all trades. Very powerful. Let's take a look out here, though. And on top of it, he also, like, analyzes, which is always nice to have Osvald around. But here we go. In a normal fight, we already start doubled, right? So you get to just go ahead. This is no BP either, right? So you can easily break all this BP. break all these shields, rather. Probably should just boost it, show him what's up. So he can go, he can still be fully elemental. Not have to worry about that at all. You could just use Osvald as you always have. But I fucking love this whole build idea where you could just go pure physical with him as well. No other character. I think Hikari can do this as well, but not quite in the same way. I think Hikari and Osvald are both good at this, but Osvald looks cooler because he gets to wear this armor instead. And then look at this. We could still use one true magic. We could also use our... Oh, I didn't bring the right weapon. Let's get out of here. Unable to escape. Osvald, no! All right, you know what? We've let them have their fun. It's time to murder them. It's time to murder them, Osvald. Lightning blast. Those guys do hit really hard, all right? I'm not gonna lie. All right, they hit very hard on this island. This is meant for multiple characters, but so what would be a good build to go with this? Like, what are the characters that go well with Osvald? What is the team comp, I suppose, is the better way of putting it? Because we already went over the equipment. I mean, as far as the equipment, I actually didn't even fully finish it. Let's actually get into the equipment really quick. I was showing you the stats, I realized, but I kind of forgot to go over why the equipment is what I chose. But if you look at the equipment here, you could use things like the Fire Dragon's glaive, right? Increase your fire base attacks. And if we go back to the Moon Eater, fire and wind base attacks. So raise your fire damage. These are equip effects, by the way. Equip. Raise potency of fire. Raise potency of fire and wind. Raise potency of lightning and ice. Raise potency of ice. And then this one's just powerful. You can also get ones that increase potency of light and dark, but you don't really have light and dark as this element, and so you can't get any of the other stuff. But you just increase all your potency of these different elements by having this weapons equipped. So you're actually using, that's why I like the Arms Master especially, is because you can have all these equipments, equip the increase the potency. So no matter what element you're using, it's very powerful. And the battle tested blade is the perfect for a physical damage dealer. So I think an example of a party, if you wanted Osvald here, would be, I mean, everyone's good, right? You'd always want Casty, right? She's always going to say yes on Casty. You could have Hikari if you want a second main damage dealer, but if I kind of go over my team building thing that I use, right? We have a main damage dealer, a main support, a SOS button, which I think is really good as like an Agnia here. And then we have a semi-damage dealer, semi-support, and I think that would be like a Chet. Someone that could break all the shields but still hit really high damages if you're not going full support with her. So she's great at breaking the shields and then doing damage. While Osvald is just going to be doing tons of AoE damage, and then he has the ability to bring it in for single target damage as well, with his latent power and stuff like that. So I think an Osvald, Casty, Agnia, a Chet is a pretty good build there. And other than that, we don't have that much more to talk about. I just thought it was a really cool build. Let's see if we could do some, let's see about giving him a cool physical attack here. Let's see if we could do his, we do need to get at least one, instead of the fire dragons, let's do, this is ice and ice. So we actually do stronger ice damage, but I want to have the Warlord Spear equipped so I could do AoE physical. I kind of want to get an idea of what the numbers he's hitting at right now with when he's getting to the, basically the damage cap.
I need a plan.
So he could use a giant swing here. Let's just compare these two attacks.
Warlord.
2,500 versus also no charge. We could use the ice here with a, you know, ×2.
Rise, fierce blizzard.
Way more damage. That was almost double the damage of what the spear does. So badass, honestly. So you got you could call him a red mage, but I'd call him a dead mage because he's about to kill all you motherfuckers. But yeah, this is just a fun build that I thought was cool. I think it's really cool to go Osvald to this direction. You can also do this with Hikari, but I think Osvald is more interesting to do it like this. I like that he could bring his magic and go single target if he still wanted to do elemental stuff. Although Hikari probably does this a little bit. Hikari. What the hell was I saying? Hikari probably, I think I just watched a Hikaru video on YouTube. So Hikari having almost had a stroke there. You could get like the unique physical attacks and the unique elemental attacks. But the one true magic lets you always break shields no matter what, which I really like. It's a very powerful AoE and it's a very powerful single target nuke. And then it's fucking cool, man. Osvald is ripped. He's jacked. This is a badass build and I highly recommend you try it out. Anyway, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.